Yes, ma'am.
We have two questions here.
Yes, what's your name?
This is Dee,
Hey, Dean.
and I'm going to say the questions.
Okay, you're asking the question. What's your name?
Kelsey.
Kelsey, go ahead. Oh, you were there last night, right?
I was.
Okay, go ahead, Kelsey.
What came before the Big Bang? If there was nothing, how could God exist? Let's explore these big questions about the origins of the universe and the existence of God.
So if there was nothing before, then how was God there, and how was there something there to explode?
Okay, great. When we say nothing, we don't mean that God didn't exist. We mean nothing made of space, time, or matter. There was no physical reality. God had to be there. A cause had to be there. When I say there, I'm not even being accurate because there was no there, right? God is not a spatial being. So he didn't exist in some kind of pre-existing spatial area. He's a spaceless, timeless, immaterial cause, and a personal cause that could decide to create. So when space, time, and matter were created, the best evidence seems to say that was the initial creation of what we call space, time, and matter. There was nothing prior to that. And even when I say prior, I'm implying time, right? But when I'm using the word prior now, I don't mean chronologically prior. I'm going to use a big word here, ontologically prior, meaning being. There was no being prior to the creation of space, time, and matter. No being in space, matter, or time. There was God who had to create or decided to create, but there was no anything extended in space like we would say now. Does that make sense?
So with the Big Bang Theory,
Yeah.
something had to be there in the beginning.
Right.
So where would those two first potential atoms that collided come from?
Okay, good question. The Big Bang, the theory of the Big Bang and the evidence that we see doesn't say there was a dense pellet or there was pre-existing material. It seems to indicate that space, matter, and time came into existence out of nothing, no space, matter, or time. So it wasn't a pre-existing eternal material state that exploded. There was nothing, and then the whole material universe came into existence. So the point that I'm trying to make, if that's what the truth is, and it appears to be the truth, what could have created space, time, and matter? Something that's spaceless, timeless, immaterial, powerful, personal, and intelligent.
The questions about God's existence before creation and the origins of the universe touch on the profound mysteries of cosmology and theology. Let's explore these issues with clarity and depth, grounded in biblical truth and supported by scientific reasoning. God's existence before creation. If there was nothing before, then how was God there, and how was there something there to explode? When Christians speak of nothing before creation, we mean the absence of space, time, and matter, not the absence of God. The Bible describes God as eternal and unchanging, existing outside of space and time. Psalm 92 declares, "Before the mountains were born, or you brought forth the whole world, from everlasting to everlasting, you are God." God's existence is not contingent on physical realities like time or space. Instead, he is a timeless, spaceless, immaterial, and personal being. Philosophically, God is the uncaused cause, the necessary being that explains the existence of everything else. Revelation 22:13 refers to God as the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end. This reveals God's self-existence and sovereignty over creation. The idea of something there to explode, in the context of the Big Bang, misunderstands the evidence. Scientific findings like those supporting the Big Bang indicate that space, time, and matter all came into existence at once. Before the Big Bang, there was no material something, only the transcendent creator who willed the universe into existence. As Hebrews 11:3 states, by faith we understand that the universe was formed at God's command, so that what is seen was not made out of what was visible. Origin of the Big Bang. With the Big Bang theory, something had to be there in the beginning. So where would those two first potential atoms that collided come from? The Big Bang theory does not propose that two atoms collided to start the universe. Instead, it posits that space, time, and matter had a singular beginning, a cosmic singularity from which the universe expanded. This aligns remarkably well with Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. If the universe had a beginning, as both science and scripture affirm, then it must have had a cause. But that cause must exist outside of space, time, and matter, because it brought those things into being. Only a being with the attributes of God, timeless, spaceless, immaterial, powerful, and intelligent, fits this description. Atheistic explanations for the Big Bang, such as it happened because it had to happen, fail to provide a sufficient cause for the universe. The Kalam cosmological argument offers a logical framework. Whatever begins to exist has a cause. The universe began to exist. Therefore, the universe has a cause. That cause, Christians argue, is God. This aligns with the scientific evidence of a universe that began to exist and the biblical depiction of a creator who spoke the cosmos into existence. Genesis 1:3. Recommended books for further reading. I Don't Have Enough Faith to Be an Atheist by Norman Geisler and Frank Turek. A comprehensive exploration of evidence for God's existence, including cosmology. The Creator and the Cosmos by Hugh Ross. A detailed look at how scientific discoveries about the universe point to a creator. The Case for a Creator by Lee Strobel investigates scientific evidence for intelligent design. If you enjoyed this commentary, be sure to check out our channel for more videos exploring topics like faith, science, and the reliability of Scripture. Together, we can deepen our understanding of God and His creation.